Chapter 11. I don't remember the walk home. One moment, I'm standing outside the school gym. The next thing I know, I'm sitting on my front porch, holding my throbbing wrist. I stare at the bruises. This shouldn't be possible. It doesn't seem real. But I have proof that someone, or something, hurt me while I was asleep. With a whimper, I bury my head in my knees. Desperately, I want there to be another explanation. Maybe I got the bruises while wrestling the ball away from Travis and didn't realize it. Or I got them when I fell by my locker. That's possible, right? If not, does that mean my nightmares are coming to life? And all the weird stuff I'm hearing? The scary hallucinations? Is everything real? I mumbled to myself. That would mean I'm not well. I'll have to go back to the doctor. They might keep me in the hospital. There's no way I'd get to play basketball. I can't go back, I whisper. I can't. The muscles in my chest tighten and I struggle to breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. My breathing is choppy as I continue to spiral. I'm nudged from behind. With a cry of surprise, I leap up, spinning around with my hands raised to fight off an attack. Sadie stands on the porch, frozen. She gazes at me with wide eyes. Swallowing hard, I slowly lower my hands and hide them behind my back. You scared me. You shouldn't sneak up on people like that. I called your name. A few times, she said cautiously. Oh, I didn't hear you. I shift from foot to foot. What do you want? She holds up a few dollars. I heard the ice cream truck. She nods toward something behind me. I look over my shoulder to see the truck turning the corner. The crackling music fades as it disappears. I was so in my thoughts, I didn't even hear it approaching. Sadie takes an unsure step toward me. Why is the ice cream truck driving around in November, I ask. I don't know, says Sadie, like she's confused by the sudden shift in the conversation. Mr. Hyde is gone, and there's a new driver. Maybe. It's too cold for ice cream right now, I say, trying to get past her to enter the house. You need hot chocolate or something else warm. Or a soup truck. Yeah, that would be better. Sadie blocks my path. Shane. And that music, I shiver. It's creepy, right? Are you trying to distract me? Sadie asks. I lick my dry lips and hesitate before replying. Maybe. Is it working? Nope. Worth a try, I mumble. She zips her jacket up until it reaches her neck and rubs her hands together to warm them. We stare at each other for a long moment. When she realizes I'm not going to break the uncomfortable silence, she says, When I stepped outside, you were rocking back and forth, like you were in a trance or something, and you were whistling. I shakily sit down on the top porch step. Whistling? I asked faintly. Yeah, it was weird. She sits next to me. What did it sound like? I force myself to ask. Her nose scrunches up as she thinks. It sounded almost like that Rockabye Baby lullaby. Why would that be stuck in your head? I shrug, unable to get words past the lump in my throat. I heard that lullaby in my nightmares. It's like more and more aspects of the bad dreams are infecting me. After another long moment of silence, she says, Doc tested. Said something went down after practice and you took off. Figured he would. My meltdown was epic and probably freaked him out. Sadie shifts to sit sideways so she can look directly at me. I'm not trying to freak out, but something is obviously wrong. The scar suddenly throbs. A phantom pain. I clench my hands so I don't touch it. The doctor stitched me up, leaving the scar. And what else behind? Is there something trapped inside my memories? Something causing the nightmares? Shane, says Sadie, her frustration loud and clear. I glance at her. Don't tell me it's nothing. I won't believe you. You're acting strange. And not the normal, annoying brother strange. I remain silent. Part of me wants to share what's going on, but the words are locked in my throat. If I start talking, I'm afraid everything I've bottled up will erupt out of me like lava from a volcano. She'll be burned by my pain. She holds up her pinky. Wonder Twins, remember? That I remember. Me and Sadie against the world. Twin power. Stronger together than apart. No matter what, she says. This is different. When we made that promise, I couldn't imagine dealing with something like this. I slowly curl my pinky around hers, making sure not to use the bruised hand. No matter what, I whisper hoarsely. Whatever you need to tell me can't be worse than the other stuff we've been through, she says. I know she's thinking about the accident. Is this worse? Yes. Scarier? Most definitely. Hitting my head? The coma? All the side effects from the brain swelling? There were doctors who knew how to treat me, make me better. Who do you call when you're having horrifying nightmares and visions when you're asleep and awake? When you're hearing voices? When something from your nightmares is hurting you? When I don't respond, Sadie starts to stand. Okay, if you won't talk to me, maybe we should tell Mom and Dad. I grab her arm. No! She winces and I quickly release her. Sorry. My hands open and close at my sides. Let me think a minute. You're scaring me, Sadie says quietly. I'm scaring myself. I jump up and pace, trying to regroup. My sister's in full court press mode. She's not going to let this go. Until I can rebound from whatever is going on, I need to calm her fears. I need her as a teammate, not an opponent. I'm startled by the sound of a car revving its engine as it zooms down our street. Speed bumps were added in our neighborhood after my accident, but that doesn't stop some drivers from speeding. Too fast, Sadie whispers, but I hear her. She's staring past me, her eyes blank. I know she's remembering the moment that car hit me. Sadie, Doc, and I were riding our bikes home after school with a few other kids. We were horsing around as we raced down the street. Sadie suggested we play tag. Then, my memories are a little fuzzy after that. I didn't even see the car. I remember hearing the screech of tires across the pavement and flying through the air. So much pain. I was on the ground, surrounded by people, their faces all blurry blobs, then darkness. I woke up a month later in the hospital. For some reason, Sadie blames herself for my accident. What if she hadn't suggested the game? What if we weren't racing recklessly down the street? What if we weren't riding our bikes? I'm sorry, she whispers, lost in the memories. In some ways, I'm lucky. I don't remember much of the accident. I don't relive it like she does. I block her view of the street. I'm here, and I'm okay. She wipes away a tear that slides down her cheek. Are you? I blow out a loud breath. My mouth opens and closes a few times before words flow haphazardly out of me. I felt helpless for a long time after the accident. I couldn't feed myself. I needed help using the shower, going to the bathroom, getting dressed. That was hard and embarrassing. We just wanted to help, Sadie says, her eyebrows scrunched with confusion. It's what families do. I nod. I'm glad I had you, Mom, and Dad to depend on, but sometimes too much help is a bad thing. I know I'm not directly answering her question. What I'm going through is different from the physical issues I had. This is mental and something else. Something I need to figure out. I don't understand, Sadie says. I need to believe I can handle stuff alone. A lot was taken from me. Basketball, some of my memories. I massage the back of my tense neck. I don't want to feel weak again, like I'm not in control of me. She walks closer, her eyes scanning my face for answers. How is this connected to what you're not telling me? I'm not saying I'm never going to tell you. I'm just not ready to tell you right now. Let me figure this out by myself. I need this. I need to believe in myself. I hate that I sound so desperate and pathetic. I don't want to ask for help. I don't want to need help. Please, Sadie, give me this. I anxiously await her response. My sister holds my fate in her hands. She could tell our parents, and I'll have to deal with the fallout. She could time travel our family back to the past, to the worst time in our lives. All the fear, worry, pain. It's unfair and selfish of me to ask her to keep this secret, but the thought of admitting out loud that something is wrong with me unleashes fire ants in my chest. I can't do it. I can't. There has to be a way out of this. In a game, there are always adjustments that can be made. If I know and understand my opponent, I can find a better way to counter their moves, take them down. Whatever this is won't defeat me. It won't win. I just need more time. Sadie chews on her bottom lip as she gazes at the tops of her fuzzy boots. After a long agonizing moment, she sighs and says, "Okay, I won't tell Mom and Dad." A breath I didn't know I was holding swooshes out of my lungs. Sadie grabs me by the shoulders. I manage to hold back a flinch, but my stomach rolls. "Promise me this has nothing to do with your injuries." I open my mouth to respond, but she cuts me off. "And it's nothing that we should tell your doctor or Mom and Dad about right now." I swallow hard as I meet her intense stare. "Promise me, Shane." Suddenly fatigue hits me like a sledgehammer. I'm so tired of working to be okay. Pretending to be okay, not being okay. I hold up my pinky. Sadie lifts her hand. Her pinky curls around mine. "I promise." I have an eerie feeling this slide is the one I'm going to regret the most. I'm going to go ahead and do chapter 12. So chapter 12. The second dinner is over. I escape to my room, making the excuse I have a project to work on. My parents assume it's for school, and I won't tell them different. I close my bedroom door and glance down at my aching wrist. I'm wearing a leather cuff with basketballs stitched all around. My parents bought it for my birthday 2 years ago. I usually only wear it for luck during my games, but I needed something to hide the bruises. Thankfully, no one called me out for having it on. On heavy legs, I walk over to my desk and turn on my computer. The glare of the screen burns my aching, blurry eyes. I rub them wearily, and dark spots swim across my vision before it returns to normal. After my accident, the doctors did warn me that I could have delayed problems from the coma, but this can't be what they were talking about, and if it isn't a medical issue. My fingers fumble over the computer keys as I search the internet for information. I pull up article after article on coma experiences. Some people were aware of what was happening around them and heard people in their hospital rooms. Other people were different when they woke up. They spoke new languages. Their eyes changed colors. Music sounded faster, or they couldn't tell the difference between real memories and fake ones. With every word I read, this icky sense of doom settles over me. Is this stuff not really happening? Is it all in my head? I glance at my wrist. No, these bruises are real. They hurt. This is not my imagination. I click on another article. Nightmares. Lots and lots of people who are in comas mentioning having vivid nightmares that left them afraid, angry, confused, and sometimes sad. That's how I feel too. One person believed their nightmares were flashbacks to something that happened while they were in their coma. I gasp. Am I remembering stuff that I experienced while I was unconscious? Part of the nightmares do seem eerily familiar, but in a bewildering way. I'm only getting glimpses, flashes, not enough information to help me. And the scary voice. It belongs to someone dangerous. I felt their dark, powerful energy. I leapt to my feet and paced across the room, clutching my head. Why am I remembering the nightmares more clearly now? This all started the night before I returned to basketball practice. I do see basketball imagery in my dreams, but why would the game be connected? I clutch my head. How do I make the nightmares stop? Can I make them stop? What if I can't, and they get worse? What if... Click, click, click. I spin around and stare at my computer. Slowly, one by one, keys press downward on the keyboard as if someone is typing on it. My stomach drops, and all the air is sucked out of the suddenly chilly room. The internet article closes one by one until there's only a white screen. HOTRWYTRYWOR The letters fill the screen row after row. I stumble back, bumping into my bookshelf. A basketball trophy falls, hitting the floor with a loud thud. I fumbled to catch the framed photo of me and Sadie wobbling on the edge of the bookshelf, never taking my eyes off the computer. I watch in horror as more letters appear on the screen. They shuffle around to form a sentence. You were never supposed to wake up. You're it. You were never supposed to wake up. You're it. I dash forward and slam the laptop close, but I still hear the click of the keys. The sound echoes in my room. Whimpering, I slap my hands over my ears and back away until I'm in a corner near my closet. On shaky legs, I slide down the wall until I'm curled up into a ball. Stop! Please stop! I beg weakly. A painful coldness settles in my chest, even as little flames flicker under my skin. Hot. Cold. My lungs hurt as I try to get in the air and fight off the panic attack. Calm down, Shane. Calm down. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I close my eyes tight and imagine the steady bouncing of a ball. I'm standing alone on a basketball court, calmly, confidently dribbling. I focus on the rhythm, the sound of the ball smacking the hardwood. Shane? There's a knock at my bedroom door. My head pops up. Mom! I jump to my feet, wobbling slightly, and wipe away tears I didn't realize were falling. I clear my throat. Yeah? The door opens and my mom pokes her head inside. I saw your light on. Baby, it's late. Are you still working on your homework? My eyes dart to the clock on my nightstand. It's close to 11 o'clock. I must have lost track of time while researching. No, I just finished. I'm about to go to bed. My stomach revolts at the thought of sleeping. She pushes the door open and walks into my room. Whoa, when was the last time you cleaned your room, she says. It's messy and funky, even for you. You're right. I'll clean it up now. I hurriedly gathered up some dirty clothes and throw them in the hamper next to my closet. Shane, I think I might need some of those storage containers to help me organize stuff like Sadie. I pick up the trophy I knocked over earlier. I have so much stuff crammed on my bookshelf, I could probably throw some things away. I glance around, noticing the spilled coins on the floor. Sadie knocked my coin jar over by mistake. I should move it somewhere else. As I walk toward the coins, Mom grabs me by the shoulders and turns her to face me. When I flinch, she drops her hands. You don't have to clean your room right now, baby. It's late. She leans closer, her worried eyes roaming over my face. You okay? Uh-huh, I say, taking a small step back. You sure? She raises her hand slowly towards me, preparing me for her touch. I hold still as she runs her hands over my cheeks. She smiles when I don't pull away. My eyes briefly close as I enjoy her soothing, gentle caress. You look so tired. You need to get more sleep. My throat burns as I fight back tears. I can only nod. Come on, get into bed right now. She tugs me towards the bed. I drag my feet. I can't go to sleep. Mom! Nope, you're lying down. It's late. She yanks the comforter back and pushes me onto the bed. I ungracefully fall onto the mattress. She fluffs my pillow and arranges the sheets around me so that they're snug. My heart races, and I hope my face doesn't show the fear swirling inside me. You know I'm too old to be tucked in, right? Who says? You're my baby. I can tuck you in forever if I want to. I playfully gawk at her. I'm traumatized by that statement. She laughs and kisses me on the forehead. I don't flinch. Her closeness comforts me. She smells like peaches and honey. Beneath me, the mattress is hard and uncomfortable. I want to jump up out of this bed, but I can't. I can't worry Mom. As she hovers over me, I let my gaze take in every little detail of her face, as if I'm seeing her for the first time. There's a small mole on her cheek, a scar on her chin from when she fell on her skateboard when she was 10. Her brown skin is smooth except for the small wrinkles in the corner of her eyes. Laugh lines, she calls them. You're staring and it's creepy, she says. A ragged laugh bursts out of me. Sorry. She sits on the side of my bed. Shane, I wanted to apologize, she says, toying with my hands folded over my stomach. For what? Yesterday at dinner. She glances away from me, her eyes traveling around the room. I'm sorry if it seemed like I wasn't happy for you. Happy you're back to practicing with the team. Her gaze lands back on me. You've come such a long way since the accident. You worked so hard to get well so you could play again. You never gave up, no matter how difficult and painful the recovery process was. And now you'll be playing with the team next week. I'm so proud of you. Thanks, Mom, I say hoarsely. I want you to know I'm going to be up in the bleachers cheering louder than anyone. I'm going to bring pom-poms and a bullhorn. Please don't, I say with an exaggerated wince. I'm doing it. You've overcome too much not to be praised. It takes everything in me not to break down. I could tell her that something is wrong. That maybe I haven't overcome everything. I could tell her about all the scary stuff happening, but she looks so happy. She thinks I'm well. She wants to see me play next week. Determination wells up in me. I will play next week. These nightmares will not defeat me. Close your eyes and sleep, baby, Mom whispers. Tomorrow's going to bring you only good things. I know it. My eyes flutter close, and I sink deeper into my mattress, even as I fear what sleep will bring. Only good things, I mumble through a loud yawn. Love you, Mom. Love you too, baby. I have control. I'm not helpless. I'm not weak. From far away, I hear my mom humming a song. It's the Rockabye Baby lullaby. Her voice changes, deepens. Then the words fade until I only hear the melody being whistled. Terror slithers through my body. I'm vaguely aware something is waiting for me if I let go of consciousness. The confidence and determination to understand what the nightmares mean evaporates. I'm in a fog of panic. I don't want to go to sleep. I don't want to sleep. I desperately try to fight it off, but it's too strong, too heavy. It's weighing me down, refusing to let me go. I'm trapped. My swirling thoughts begin to fade. Tension oozes out of my body until I feel and know nothing. There's only darkness and a terrifying silence. What do you guys think? Do you think Shane's eventually going to tell his parents what's going on? Guess we'll find out. Join me for the next reading.